Have you ever found yourself wanting to make a big change in your life, but feeling overwhelmed by the thought of starting from scratch? It's a feeling we all know too well. But what if I told you that big changes don't always come from giant leaps? Instead, they might come from something as small as a single step. Welcome to the science of habits, where tiny actions can snowball into life-altering results. Let's go back to 2006, when a groundbreaking study was conducted at the University College London, led by Dr. Philippa Lally. The research sought to answer a simple question: how long does it take for a new behavior to become automatic? The study tracked 96 participants over a 12-week period. Each participant chose a simple habit, like drinking a glass of water after breakfast or walking for 10 minutes after dinner. They had to record their progress daily. The results? On average, it took 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic, but it varied between 18 and 254 days for different individuals. This shows that building a habit is not about forcing yourself to do something every day. It's about repetition, and over time, the action becomes so ingrained that you don't even have to think about it. If you're trying to build a habit, whether it's exercising, meditating, or even just drinking more water, remember, consistency is key. You don't need to be perfect every day, just consistent enough for the habit to grow. So, what can you apply from this study? Start small and aim for consistency. Choose a behavior that is realistic for you to stick with, and build it into your routine slowly. Eventually, it will become a part of you without the effort. Now, let's jump forward to 2010, where another game-changing study took place in the University of Southern California. This research explored the impact of small habits on a much larger scale: productivity. The experiment involved 300 participants who were asked to improve one habit at a time, with the goal of increasing their productivity. They were asked to track their habits for a month, focusing on small, manageable changes. Some might have focused on getting up earlier in the morning, while others might have worked on reducing distractions. The results were astonishing. Participants who changed just one habit at a time reported higher levels of productivity and focus, even though the changes seemed minor. The key takeaway from this research is that small, focused changes in behavior can result in massive improvements over time. If you're looking to boost your productivity, don't overwhelm yourself with dozens of new habits. Instead, focus on one thing at a time and let the momentum carry you forward. Let's take this a step further and dive into a fascinating experiment conducted by Dr. Wendy Wood at the University of Southern California in 2019. Dr. Wood's research looked into how our brains form habits and how we can change them. Her team found that 40% of our daily actions are habits, meaning they are unconscious decisions that we make on autopilot. But here's the kicker: our brains are wired to stick with the easiest and most rewarding habits. That's why bad habits like overeating or procrastination can be so difficult to break. Dr. Wood's research also showed that if we can change our environment to make the desired habit more rewarding, we are more likely to stick with it. For example, if you want to eat healthier, surrounding yourself with fruits and vegetables can make the choice easier. Similarly, if you want to stop procrastinating, creating a distraction-free work environment will help reinforce the habit. So, what can we take away from Dr. Wood's research? The power of environment is key. To change your habits, change your surroundings. Make the habits you want to build easy and rewarding. In turn, the habits you want to break will naturally become harder to maintain. By now, you've learned that tiny habits, done consistently, can lead to huge results. You've learned that making small, manageable changes one at a time can dramatically boost your productivity. And you've learned that shaping your environment can make or break a habit. So why not start today? If you want to wake up earlier, set your alarm across the room. If you want to stop checking your phone constantly, put it in another room. And remember, it's not about making massive changes all at once. It's about taking small steps, repeating them, and letting them grow. In the end, it's not about what you do in one giant leap. It's about what you do consistently, every single day. And when you look back, you'll realize that those small, seemingly insignificant habits were the key to creating the life you've always wanted.